Hello, lovely people, and welcome. Thank you so much for visiting my channel today. Today, I have a sketchbook tour. I actually finished a sketchbook. This doesn't happen very often. I have a lot of sketchbooks going at once. I don't do one and then another. So, this is a new thing for me. I'm kind of happy. So this first image is a picture from Bar Harbor of the Harbor Islands. A lot of the pictures in this book are from vacation type things, and the sketchbook spans a couple of years here. It's almost all watercolor. So here's a hibiscus, probably from that same Bar Harbor trip, I think from the botanical gardens there. And some of the images in this are completely made up, not of particular places I've been, and this is one of those, just a lily pond from above. And it's really fun to see the different things I've done over a couple of years. It's really kind of fascinating, and the different types of things I've done with the watercolors. This was watching a tutorial by Macachinos on YouTube, and it's a nebula, and it's just really a really fun way to play with intensity of color and color mixing, and basically just letting the watercolors do what they want and mix the way they want, and then some resist for the stars. Oh, this was fun. My husband gave me the metallic watercolors for my birthday in 2019, and this was playing around with those. It was fun. The background is a disaster. Like I said, I was experimenting with watercolor mixing and how to do things. I really don't like the background, but the fish isn't bad. It's kind of cool. And this was following another tutorial. I think it was also by Macachinos. I will follow her a lot, and she does some lovely tutorials, and I really like this one. I had new watercolors here also, and the colors are so much more vibrant than the ones I had been using previously. These are the St. Petersburg White Nights watercolors. And then this was a little thing. I was preparing to go on vacation in Hawaii, and this was my foreshadowing. And while we were in Hawaii, I tried to do a photo every day representing what we had done on that day. So I really like this one. It's obviously a kite surfer, windsurfer, kite surfer off one of the beaches in Hawaii. I think this is at Anini. And I really enjoyed the colors of the ocean and the sky in this. And then this is a lighthouse. It's a spot we go. It's at a bird sanctuary, and it's just kind of an important spot for my husband's family, so we visit it every time we're there. And it's a lovely little spot, very peaceful. There are a bunch of different kinds of shorebirds, albatross, and others, and it is always interesting to see them. And we often see sea turtles off the point over here. And then this was chilling at Kalihiwai. Kalihiwai is another one of the beaches on Kauai. And this was just kind of a whimsical drawing of my view that day through the straw hat I was wearing. It was a very relaxed day. I took some license there. The straw hat was actually much more tightly woven, but I enjoyed this, and it was the first time I had tried to do something like a basket weave in my art, so it was a lot of fun. And then this next one is one of the ubiquitous chickens that you find all over Kauai. I believe the story goes that a bunch of domestic chickens escaped during one of the big hurricanes, and then they just kept on breeding, and now you see them all over the place. And in fact, it's very funny that the first thing I think of when I hear a chicken or a rooster caw is of Hawaii, which I know is not the normal association with the sound that a rooster makes, but that's what it is for me. So they're everywhere there. And then this is a more abstracted painting of the state flower, the red hibiscus. And this was a visit we did to one of the botanical gardens on Kauai. So, and last but not least from the Hawaii series, we had a fun day at a chocolatier's learning how to make chocolate. And so to commemorate that, I painted a painting of some cacao pods, a cacao tree. It was a really fun and interesting day. So that's what these are. I like them. The chocolate was amazing. And then after this, I think mostly the paintings are just from my head, different things that I was experimenting with, watercolor washes, and this is a little bit of watercolor with some ink. Um, this is this is a Western blot, which is an immunoblot, something we do in biology lab a bunch, and I was just playing around making that, showing my science background here. I like how the colors worked out, and I thought it was an interesting image all on its own. And then I tried to do Petri dishes. These are a disaster. Failed experiment right there. That's what that is. This is later on in the autumn, playing around with the colors I had and making shapes with the colors I had using autumn colors. And a very different from the previous painting here, trying to go for something much, much looser. And again, I think it was an interesting experiment. I'm not super happy with it. This came out way too stiff. I think I count this as an unsuccessful painting. It was interesting to do. I learned a little bit doing it, but I'm not super happy with that. This is okay. I really do like the way the background came out. I like the contrast of colors. I think it worked out fairly well. Then trying out bubbles, and again working with washes and how the watercolors mix, playing around with making that happen in a way that I thought was pleasing. So I kind of like this one from that standpoint. I think it's a nice, peaceful painting. I think it worked. I think I got better over the course of this at managing the watercolors and making them work out. And here I was again playing with color studies. You can see these are complementary colors. The image I worked from really did have the purple and yellow kind of vibes to it, and I thought that was an interesting way to work. The contrast of the colors really does make each other pop out, even though I'm using muted tones of each, and I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. And a still life. Again, we're into Thanksgiving of 2020 here, and I think my work came a long way to get to here. Learned a bunch about working with the colors and working with the blending. And then the last one, after a snowstorm we had the other day, playing with wet into wet, and trying to get the feel of the snowstorm happening, and I think that worked out well. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and be well. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.